I'm very well, thank you. Can you tell us about the challenges of bringing this story to the screen?
There were a number. It started right back in 2004. The first challenge was to convince the Hawkings that I was the right person to be given the privilege of telling this story. Then there was doing justice to this incredible story. It was a one-of-a-kind love story that also had quite mind-boggling physics attached to it. And then the battle with ALS, this brutal disease, and how they both struggled with all that. And getting all those details right, the physics, the ALS, and this love story, that was all a huge challenge.
Yeah, and you mentioned the love story. Was it always the intention to have it as a love story, or was it going to be a standard biopic at any point?
No, it wasn't. No. I thought when I read Jane's book that I'd discovered a really empathetic and unexpected access point to a story that we don't generally have. And I thought if I actually tell it about Jane and Stephen and look at how they both, exhibited in their personal life the same originality and creativity that allowed Stephen to sort of explode our ideas about the universe, would have something really special.
And we've seen a lot of Stephen in recent years. How did you go about writing him in the earlier part of his life?
I had a few, indications of what he was like. There's a wonderful photograph of him at university at Cambridge, and everyone else is in suits and tuxes for a graduation photo, and he's like a larrikin waving a white handkerchief, and it said a lot about him, that he stands out from the crowd. There was something that marked him out from the very beginning, and I thought that's the key to him. His sense of humor is the key to him, and I think that's why he's defied this medical prognosis and why he's overcome all these setbacks. He's so much bad news it would have crushed a normal person, and he's sort of overcome it all.
Yeah, and we hear a lot about his own sense of humour, and that comes across in the film as well. Do you think audiences will be surprised to see that?
I think so, yeah. Although, he's quite well known. I mean, he was in the newspapers this week offering himself for the next Bond movie. I mean...
Excellent, thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!